So one of the things that people don't do enough of is use Twitter for link building. Anybody in here using Twitter for link building? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, I know a couple of you guys. Of course you are. So it shocks me that people don't do this, and I'm going to share this with you guys. One of the guys that we work with, his name's Adam, he had an idea, and we had a client who sold air conditioners, right? And what we did is we sat on Twitter and did a Twitter search, okay, for people that use words like broken AC, broken A/C, AC broke AC, etc., etc., etc. The idea was, let's find a way to get those people to write about their experience on their blog. Most people on Twitter probably have access to write on a blog somewhere, and link over to us, and then put a badge on their site to allow their friends to rate whether or not their story was, you know, the one that talked the most about how horrible it is to not have air conditioning. The client ultimately couldn't implement this, but that's okay. What would have happened is you would have had probably 50 or 60 different people who were all typing about how their air conditioner was broken, write a quick story and take some pictures about how horrible that situation was, link to our client's site, and then they were going to tell all their friends to go vote for it, who were all going to link to this as well. You can build links like that. If you use Twitter to help people solve their problems in a legit way, it's not like, hey, I'm hot, want to buy an air conditioner? Not so cool. To me, that borders on spam. But if somebody's air conditioner is broken and you're able to give one away, that's an extra inventory item or something like that, why would you not do it to get those 50 links or so that are pointing back in? Here's some other types of words that we've kept a track for and then proposed to do contests on. Office is freezing. How many of you have a cold office? Right? Some of you do? How many of you have ever tweeted that the office is cold or hot or you know, whatever? Think about it. For my client, I'm like, hey, you know what? You've got these portable heaters that you can sell for 30 bucks. People are out there buying links for 60, 70, 80 bucks, hundreds of dollars, when you could just sit on Twitter and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to create a contest, cost you nothing, follow these people, cost you nothing, to give away something that's already in my inventory, cost you just what you paid for it. So you find something that's overstocked, you're not selling anyway, and make it a giveaway. Turn people who are experiencing problems and twittering, twitjamming about it, into something that actually can turn around and get you links. People have dropped their iPhone. Who in here has dropped their iPhone and had it break? It's not a very pleasant experience when you do that. The minute you can get back on Twitter, you're probably telling people you dropped your iPhone, right? Well, if you're one of those companies where you can send your phone away and it's repaired, might you actually want to say, hey, we're going to follow people that do that, and at the end of 2-3 weeks, when we've got 50 or so people or 20 people or whatever, we're going to do a contest to fix it for free. These are the kinds of things that I think you guys should be thinking about. So some of you might say, well, Will, what if I find all these people to enter into a contest, but I only have time to contact 50 or so of them? Well, it's my belief that you can use technology to help this process along. And this is where we're going to start going from beginner into more advanced stuff. You can use APIs to do things like say, well, pull out for me the number of followers that these people have. So if there's 500 people and I don't have time to look at 500 individual websites, I can use the API to pull their number of followers. So at least I can make sure that the people I enter into my contest are people who are going to be most likely to spread the word, get more people to link, et cetera, et cetera. Does that make sense so far? Cool. All right. So all you guys are going to do all this and put me out of business, right? You can also do a link domain search on somebody's Twitter profile. How many inbound links does their actual Twitter profile have? Very few people actually get inbound links to their Twitter profiles. Some of the top people on Twitter actually do. It's another way to determine what that person's ability to spread the word, and online, spreading the word to me is links. So if you unfortunately put the wrong 50 people into your contest and none of them have any followers, none of them really have any influence, then you're going to get a lot less link value from that contest. You can also use Twitter Grader. Anybody in here ever use Twitter Grader? Cool. Some of you tried to see where you were. Well, you know, it'll give you all types of information on this person. So let's say you go, well, I don't have time to build an API interface and pull that stuff. Okay, well, fine. Then you can use something like Twitter Grader, drop these people in, and have an intern or somebody maybe do that for a couple hours a day to then order and prioritize who you might allow into the contest.